good evening, or I guess morning if you're watching this in the morning for some reason. I suppose I usually post these in the afternoon. And welcome to Alan Wake. I had a moment because I forgot how many episodes were in this game, where I thought this was the last episode, because if you go to the episodes thing, it only goes up to 5, but I'm pretty sure there's 6, as far as I remember. So this might be the last episode. I'm pretty sure it's the penultimate one, but it might be the last one. I also don't know if we've been playing it actually on Nightmare. I think we have, because if I go to playback manuscript and go to the clicker, not the clicker, the truth, I should have. Yeah, I've got Hartman during the missing week, so that's all well and good. We'll get right into this. We're getting into the zone where I have no idea what's gonna happen. I think I know I've said before that I played this game when I was younger, but I'm pretty sure I also tried to play it a few years later, like when I was in university. So when I was like 8 years ago or something. I tried to play it, but I don't think I got very far. I got like 1 or 2 episodes in, and I remembered too much about the game at that point that I didn't want to play it. So, you know, a decade on, it's fine. Anyway, let's get the recap.
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the Dark Presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming.
I don't remember if I hit
Jagger
record.
had been
I hope
my
I did.
editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
That seems like the kind of thing that the Darkness wouldn't have let him do. Like, it's not like it's got anything else to do. It could have just watched him.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
The clicker.
Well, we're
That's an
expecting
yeah.
a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's
Moose
Fest in
Fest.
our neighboring town, Walker.
Oh look, it starts during the day.
Some people
What if it'll
have
descend
said,
into
"What's
madness
the
as it
big
gets
deal
dark?"
about Deer Fest?" And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up. Let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece. All right?
So does it make you think this might not be... This might be the last episode.
For it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
How come he can see that? Like, I get like some of the stuff he sees is because he's written his own future.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think
If I remember right, if you press oh no, because you can't go back and see. No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly tab out and check that I hit record. I did. Very professional.
tongue just took a crap in my mouth.
We had a page about this.
Wait, we're in jail now? Ow.
Can't remember how you get out.
This is not good.
I don't
That
like
about
the
sums it
drain.
up.
The drain's gross, because why would you need a drain like that in a prison cell like this?
Oh,
I guess rain
I
could come
am
through. No,
never
it couldn't.
drinking again.
Unless
I
you were
need
like,
to talk to
I
the-
guess if you,
she's
the
the
way
one
you
in the
clean
saw,
this room is
the
you
lady
spray
of
it
the
down.
light.
The lady
crazy
of the
lady?
light.
Whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not
You haven't
gonna.
even interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all
Hasn't he
here,
used that one
all
before?
the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all
His
want
neck
things,
went
Sheriff.
weird then.
I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale.
I don't like his
insist.
neck. It looks too long. It looks like that Battlefield meme. That sounded like a baby.
Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know.
That's a really good plot device.
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
I really
Man,
like that as a
we're
plot
sitting ducks
device.
with the lights out.
Stay cool.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind real.
What's interesting is that means that even as you're reading the thing, you can't control what you're reading. Like, it basically means everyone in Night Springs has no free will at this point. Alan has stolen their free will.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror.
Surely if you
that he
read
was a
this, your
character in a story
reaction
someone had
would
written.
be different
Then
to
the
what
monstrous
Nightingale's
presence
is.
burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Like, if this was me, and I'd read a page that says, oh, when you read this page, you're going to take a drink, and then you read the page and take a drink, that would make me be like, huh, I should probably take this seriously. Not, oh, you've written a book that has a conspiracy to murder people in it. I'd be like, oh, this guy can actually write the future. I guess the thing they don't know is he predicting the future, or is he causing the future to come true by having written it? Is he writing like a fan fiction? But he... Like, we know that it's the latter, but it could be the former. I guess. They don't know if he's predicting it or what he's written is him making it come true. It is the latter, but it's accidentally the latter. And he doesn't know what's coming because he doesn't remember
Here are your
writing it.
things. Wait, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Come on. Let's get back to your friend.
Yeah, let's maybe not do that. That sounds like a bad idea. I love the way she takes the pistol, not the...
No!
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
I like the Barry actually has a
Here's
job
list of
to do
people and
here.
phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
She
As soon
just
as we
said.
get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
I'd forgotten
Hangover
that...
wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one, Al?
My hangover wants you to shut up and get to
Wasn't it
work.
the middle of the day when this...
Hello, Mr. Breaker? This is
Wasn't
Barry
it like
Wheeler.
literally the middle of the day, like 20
Yeah, I
seconds
know
ago?
It's late, but listen, the sheriff, Sarah, asked me to tell you something. She says Night Springs, okay? So I guess she... Yes, sir. Okay, No, she's okay. She's just busy, so she asked me to... Oh, no. Actually, I'm a literary agent, sir. I'm just helping her out because she's busy right now. Well, the one you'd most likely be familiar with is Alan Wake. You're kidding? Well, I'm glad to hear that, sir. I'll tell Al you said that. That's really nice. But listen, I really need to make some more calls here. You got the message, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, thanks, sir. Bye now.
Was he gonna
Hey,
say whatever?
Sheriff's dad is
Okay,
a
there we
big
go.
fan, Al. Said you're the best thing to happen to crime fiction since James Elroy. I think he was a little drunk, though.
Oh, why doesn't Alan have a reply for that? I assume he's now going to stand there. Oh, no.
This is Barry Wheeler. I'm calling on behalf of the sheriff.
I wonder how long this
Sarah
goes on
says
for.
Night Springs. Okay? Okay, bye.
Oh, I wonder if this is... Is he now going to say, hello, this is Barry...
Hello? Hi,
Yeah.
Barry Wheeler. I have a message from
I
Sarah.
wonder if he stayed here for long enough if he'd loop.
Okay? Bye now.
So I wonder if they all do know about the whole darkness thing then.
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Alan's like... more than what... Like, the fact that he's like willing... I suppose his whole thing is to get his wife back, right? Like, it makes sense a little bit. But I was gonna say, like, he's like more than willing to put himself in danger here. When an officer... I suppose it's his fault. As...
I needed to reach the rooftop to get to the other side of the broken gate.
Yeah, that's why we're... That's why, Alan, you're gonna pull this down. I remembered this when I was here the first time. I even pointed it out in episode 1. Episode 2. It wasn't episode 1, because in episode 1 you didn't come to the town yet. There's a bird. Fuck off, birds. In light, you can hurt them. Yeah, it was literally like daytime when this started. They were even saying it was the middle of the day. The like fact a load of time passed is kind of annoying. It doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I wonder if that means that they know, like, because they wouldn't just randomly have a protocol ready for this. I don't remember if they explain it. Oh fuck, where are the birds? Oh Jesus. Oh, it's just the birds, okay. Ah. Well, that's a lot of birds. Ah. The birds are terrifying. They don't do much damage. They are very disruptful. Disrupting. That's a tiny water. I don't think it wants you to. I don't think it wants you to jump.
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs?
Ah, there we go.
What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Ah, damn! That's smart.
Good job, Wake. Okay, stick close.
Good
Our
job,
first
you just
stop is
electrocuted
Town Hall.
yourself.
The keys to the chopper are there.
Get to the chopper. Which way does it want me to go? I assume... Yo, Sheriff, you've got a fucking flashlight. Help me with the car that's about to come. I do like that she's now willing to help Alan, like... Maybe, like, flashlight them? Whoa! He went flying! It is nice having an ally that's like, you know, I was about to say that's useful, and then she missed like 5 shots in a row. We're gonna see what's down here. Might be nothing. Might just be a flare. I assume this gets opened. The way this is laid out, it just looks a bit like that might get opened. Oh, getting back into the swing of things. This door isn't openable. In fact, this thing just like absorbs light. We're gonna burn this. It moved like a vehicle, but I don't trust it. I swear I keep hearing a chicken.
Look out!
No, not the flow. It is nice having like a competent ally, not like the other guy. Maybe it's just because I have a gun that this feels better.
Over here, Wake! The chopper's in the other direction!
Yeah, we're kind of busy with the whole not getting ourselves killed here. Like her shotgun, I remember saying a few episodes ago, like the guns seem to knock them back even if they're in the darkness. Her gun knocks them way far back. Ooh, thermos. Surprised I haven't seen any pages yet. Oh, this isn't like darkness infected. It looked like it was. Wait, where did that arrow point to? Oh, probably over here. Open the cache. Flare gun. Oh, I love me a flare gun. Swear to God, if like 12 guys pop out of the side of the thing and I have to shoot one of the flares, that'll be annoying. That is one of my least favorite things in this game, when they give me something like a flare gun round and then go, oh, by the way, this is probably a situation where you want to use a flare gun round. Now, like, how is there not a... Actually, is there a way for me to check what difficulty we're on? I had this thing where I've now got, like... There isn't. I've now got it in my head that, like... I'm not playing on Nightmare? There's no way for me to check, as far as I can tell. We've not found... How have we not found any of these? The alarm clocks, cardboard standees, or the video games? Unless they're like a new game plus thing. Oh, they might be from the DLC. That's what I'm going to assume, actually. Is that those are DLC things. I keep checking all these doors. Oh, this one is open.
The air smelled of fish. This was Bright Falls industrial area. There was probably a cannery nearby.
Yeah, just what you need in a situation like this is some canned fish. Uh-oh. I too love angling. Oh god. Okay, I switched to flare, but...
Man, that's smart.
No way!
Good job, Wake. Okay, stick close. Our first stop.
Oh my god, it's all the way back here. That noise is awful. Oh god. Burn that so that noise stops. Oh, that's not an explosive barrel. That would have been cool. Oh, I wasn't burning that guy because my flashlight was... So a lot of people apparently play this game with the hood off, but there's no way to like... if you played this with the HUD off, there would be no way to actually like know when the flashlight was gonna run out. I know there's a flare back there, but I can't be bothered going and getting it. I don't use enough of these flares to make that worth it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna juke and go this way.
Look out!
Yeah, look, the car comes down
Over
as
here,
though
Wade.
it's.
The chopper's in the other direction.
I wonder if there's like an achievement for flashing that before it. I'm just gonna leave her to take care of them. She's actually capable, so. Whoa, cinematic. Camera effect, and then we wait for him to come around the corner, and boom! This looks so cool. There we go. Speed. That was the game there. Didn't want you all to have to sit through that, taking me like 5 minutes again. Want that to just take like a minute. We now know we're gonna get attacked when we're around this corner, and then we'll be back where we were. Don't know what the point in coming around here is. If it's just to collect
The
a
air smelled of
cache.
fish. This was Bright Falls industrial area. There was probably a cannery nearby.
I'm gonna assume we are on the harder difficulty, mostly because the enemies are like killing me really quick. Oh, more than 2 of them. Oh, there we go. I know it's a little bit wasteful doing this. Oh, she is coming to help. Damn, she's actually really helpful. She covers my back real good. It's nice having a companion. Flare. The flare gun I find weird because you get 1 ammo for picking up the flare gun, but you never find flare ammo without the flare gun. Also, I would argue that the lithium batteries and 1 shot from the flare gun is not worth it. You can tell this game was made in the era where like people would do stuff like this for achievements. And like that's the only, you know, you could basically just give someone an achievement for doing something and they'd be happy with it. Nowadays, you know, you play something like Tears of the Kingdom or something, you know, game, you know, pick a game at random, not necessarily a game that I've been playing the hell out of. And like that game has to be fun, you know, the things you get for exploring have to both tend to be useful, you know, their health upgrades and stuff. Because there's no achievements built into Nintendo games. If you don't want to do something, you can just not do it. And I mean, I know that even when like achievements were like a big thing, you didn't have to do them. There was nothing making you do them. Can we put the lime into coconut? Is this what I'm forgetting? As you can... Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna want explanations, you know. For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up now.
The same thing I think happened to me after I arrived.
During this week, you can't remember?
Oh, I remember now.
During the week you can't remember. Oh, wait, no, I actually just remember it now.
Barry was in his element, making calls, making things happen, even if he didn't entirely know what those things were. He wouldn't let the hot sheriff chick down. Even if every noise he heard from outside, and he heard plenty, made him jump. He had only paused to text Al a message, told him to hurry up. Suddenly, Barry froze in mid-dial.
Oh,
A
no.
window broke somewhere in the building, and then the lights went out.
If I remember right, so there's the 2 pieces of DLC that are in this game. there's another game called Alan Wake. I think it's American Nightmare. It's quite similar to the one they made for Red Dead Redemption, where it's like a Halloween themed thing. Alan Wake's like dressed like a woodcutter. I can't remember the name for it for a second. He's just like a woodcutter and stuff. It's kind of weird. And yeah, he seems a bit more crazy in that game. That's a good reaction by her.
And I thought New Yorkers were rude.
It's like he's been so serious. He's been like, "Gotta rescue my wife." Now there's someone else here. He's like, "And I thought New Yorkers were rude." It's like fucking making puns and shit. I don't think like having that out makes it deal more flashlight damage. I hope for the second game they have a mechanic to the flashlight. It'd be a bit silly, but you know how like when I flash it on it, it's got like this circle thingy. I wish that was like a weak point mechanic. Like there was a concentrated point of darkness on him or something that you could aim the flashlight at and it'd burn him quicker. Just something like that would be quite fun because you'd just press this button. Ooh. Yeah, something like that would be like actually quite fun because a lot of this game is sitting there going zzz, burning people down and then shooting them. That's what like a lot of it is as well.
There's light.
There is, but that means that you want me to go that way. It means I should go a different way. So I can pick up this coffee thermos. And these batteries I don't need. There seems to be not very many pages, honestly. Although I think this, like I said in the previous episode, I think this might be the free roam episode. I think once you...
I have a key. Watch my back, Wake.
Oh, I don't like watch my back as a mechanic. Now yet we're gonna get attacked. Where are they coming from? Oh. How are they ambushing us? How are they... Wait, she said watch my back. I assumed that meant she was gonna like do the thing we need to do. Okay. Boom. Yeah, the flare gun's so fucking cool. Part of me also hopes that they lean into like that kind of stuff more. Alan Wake 2 is going to be set in the modern day. So, and this is like a personal thing, I end up using the flashlight on my phone quite a lot. You know, like, who uses a hand torch anymore? Well, you know, maybe people do. I guess I'm not in situations where you'd use a hand torch very often. You know, I don't go camping or anything really that often. So maybe you know, people are camping, they do use the hand torch. Need to burn this guy quickly. I will say, I do hope they keep the episode structure. But I don't think they will. I think they're going for more of a two protagonist structure where you can like play through the game as Alan or the other main character and then, you know, switch at any moment if you want to. Which is a cool way of doing it, but I quite like the episode structure because it makes you use stuff without being capped. Which I really like. Being able, or like not being able, but having to use stuff. Like, I have 10 flares, I can't carry any more flares now. But I also know that I may as well use them, because at the end of this episode, they're going to take all the flares off me anyway, so there's no point in me keeping them.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury rig it while I find the keys.
Why
I already
me?
got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
For a change.
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
Put the lime in the coconut.
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again, but meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer.
But that would have been in the past tense, right? So it's all, well,
The keys aren't upstairs, Wake.
I'm just gonna take a quick look.
and then watch an episode of TV.
Freedom. A fusion of vigilance, conscience, and uncompromising clarity of vision.
I'm surprised there isn't a page of it.
It permeates our very being. And yet, a man may be brought to his knees in a single heartbeat. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode. Taken in his prime.
These are so good. I wish they had the high-res versions of these you could just watch.
He's a marked man, selected for a lifetime of servitude after answering an ad in the newspaper. But first, a little field surgery is required.
Well, look what I found. Please, no!
Oh no.
Yeah, I think you're just about ready for it.
Best if you don't resist this, kid. We gotta beat it out of you.
What? I don't understand. What did I do? I just wanted to get a job in the service industry. Wow, you're gonna serve all right.
Please! There it is! It's coming out now. Right between the self-esteem and the childhood traumas.
What are you doing to me? It's Herman. There.
What the fuck?
Believe me, kid, this free will thing is more trouble than it's worth.
What was that? Oh, nothing for you to worry about, Manny.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
We'll tell you all about that. Don't you worry.
Another vacant worker ant, birthed in fury and violence for the pleasure and convenience of ruthless and malicious men. Stranger things can happen.
Midnight Springs. That one was a bit weak. Some of these are a bit weak. Like the one about... What the hell? Where did you come from? I checked that corner. Where? Oh, the fucking roof. Yeah, some of them are a bit weak. The one about like the monster that birthed out of that guy was just kind of weird. I do like a lot of them though. A lot of them are weird in a cool way. That one's also quite.
The message was
Oh
for
no.
Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
A lot of bullets. Oh, whole lantern. That means we must be getting near to the like switch part. Oh, flashbangs.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
It's a lot of stuff to say that.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God! Oh God!
Barry! Look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay.
Yeah, that's
The storefront's blocked.
one
Come
way to
on,
look
Wake.
at it.
Let's go around.
Bet
We
this
can
is
meet him
all-
in the back.
It is. Just have to hope that the stuff I wanted wasn't. There wasn't anything I wanted in that door. I don't see a manuscript page. That's basically the only collectible I really care about is manuscript pages, right? It's not recorded when Bright Springs was first formed as a nameless trading post, but it became a town when the Bright Falls Mining Company started to operate nearby in 1878. It was then that Hubert Biltmore, a fur trapper, and Amos Gunderson, a pioneer from Tacoma, decided to build a post office, saloon, and hotel, all operating from the same building. It was through the efforts of these two men that Bright Falls became the permanent and thriving town it is today. It being a mining town, trust no one in that. Yeah, you can stop writing on walls. They just sort of popped out. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, I didn't realize I'd equipped the flag on. Whoops. Well, I guess it ended that quickly. I could have just fired the flare, but, well, to be fair, I didn't mean to fire that. That was an accident.
We can make it through the bookstore.
Hey,
Wheeler should be waiting for us
you
in the
people?
backyard.
Keep it the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
She is the sheriff.
Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All the shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
He's got a
I
point.
hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around.
That much just has the keys to everywhere.
They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
I like that. Wait, there's nothing up here. What the hell? What? I guess if you're gonna model an entire upstairs of a bookstore, you can model a whole upstairs of a bookstore. It's a big bookstore for such a small town. Alex Casey books by Alan Wake, modern master of crime fiction. $20 a book, $100 for the full set. Alex Casey, What I Can't Forget, Return to Sender, The Things I Want, The Fall of Casey, and The Sudden Stop. Oh, I see, so it's 6 books. Yeah, $100 for the full set. $100 for 6 books. I suppose, yeah, that's American money. It's not in pounds.
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the
Oh,
war
it's
she knew
Cynthia
would
that
come.
does it.
The war between the forces of light and darkness.
Didn't know it was Cynthia that was doing it.
I don't see Barry.
I assumed it was Zane.
Look, Wake. Maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Right, that's all well and good that maybe that's Barry. And I'm going to believe in gameplay terms that that is Barry, right? How the hell did Barry get all the way over there so quick? You know, he's hardly the most sprightly man. You know, he's not fucking running any marathons. They make a joke out of the fact that he's unfit and, like, you know, kind of fat. Yeah, know, they joke about it. So how the hell does he make that much distance? Like, that's a crazy amount of distance for him to have just made. Also, the fact that there's just ammo lying around in this, like, small town. Ooh, page.
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns. And yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars.
A barrel of
Barry's
crowbars.
smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie scene where the hero had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth. Barry threw himself into the role.
I suppose actually in any of these situations where someone is protected in a convenient way, like Barry is, it's actually Alan saving them. Right? He like wrote into the story that Barry would find this stuff. Like Barry keeps randomly getting lucky and like being okay, but he would be okay because he's like Alan's friend, so he would have written it into the story. Oh, Barry is just like okay most of the time. We just got given a lot of stuff. I assume she's not going to be able to open this door. Or there's going to be loads of
I'm gonna give
BFC.
Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about
Told you.
this lock.
You don't give someone this much ammo and then have them. Yeah, I'm not too keen at physical labor either, mate. But I don't think I'd be like attacking a town sheriff in ghost form. I don't like this. Like, I like the conceit of, oh, well, I don't like the conceit, but I'm fine with the conceit of. I'm fine with the conceit of, oh, the door's stuck. But then that should mean that she doesn't help me with the shooting, not. Not just like the three of like me and her take on all the enemies. And then she opens the door instantly when it's over. Boom, flashbang, motherfuckers. You know, it's a bit stupid that she's like, oh, the door's stuck. And then the second we're done here, she'll be like, oh no, the door's open now. Oh, fuck, shoot. Fuck actually trying to shoot these things when they're both... Yep, there we go. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to go through the grates. Ah, these things are so annoying. Last time I encountered these things, I just... Why do they take 8 bullets? The big chunky ones also take 8 bullets. Don't ask why I flicked my mouse cursor down there. I'm not even playing on mouse and keyboard. Is that it? Ugh, now she'll come up and she'll just open it. Watch. She'll be like, oh, the door's unstuck now.
Okay, it's
See?
open. Let's go, Wake.
The way she says that, it's like, oh, I've been trying to do it the whole time you've been fighting. But it's not. She just walks up and opens it. Which is silly.
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
That means we didn't miss one as well, because it went straight from Cynthia's work to here, and then this one, and then there's these two. We haven't got any of these yet, but I choose to believe that those are in the next bit. Oop, we didn't watch the thing either.
To be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
I really don't get it. Like, yeah, I just don't understand. I don't get how it works. The power system of the dark monster. I just don't understand.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, There's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
Like it acts like, oh, the monster can, the darkness can do whatever it wants, but then like it also says, oh, the darkness is bound by the thing. It says, oh, the darkness tries to stop Wake, but Wake wrote into the story that the darkness can't stop it. So, which one is it? Like, do people in the story have free will, or don't they? Is anything that Alan didn't directly write about, like, able to happen? And is, if Alan didn't write about something, is it allowed to happen if it interacts with the story he wrote? Like, there's no real consistency to it. If that makes sense. Like, the darkness implies that if it could stop Wake and make him finish the story, then it'd be able to make him write the story it wanted to, and it'd be super powerful. But he's already written the part of the story where they're trying to stop it. So they don't stop him, because in the story they don't stop him. In the story they want him to change, he can't be stopped. So what's the point in the darkness trying to capture him? Because it obviously can't capture him.
Guess that one saw the light, huh?
That was one hell of a pun there.
You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
I love this.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
I love how much more ready he is. Like, Wake's been doing this for, what, like 5-6 days? Like, he's been awake, obviously. He's been doing it for longer than that in real time. But, like, days that he's been, like, actively hunted by monsters. No point did he think, oh, maybe I should get a head torch. I guess it's not bright enough. We've seen that the light has to be pretty bright to actually burn the darkness off.
General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor.
Like, would that work?
I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
Bastard.
Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end.
Damn,
she was a
that doesn't
prisoner,
sound pleasant.
trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
I honestly wish you'd got to see more of Alice before the game started. I get why you don't. But, like, the way she's portrayed in the early thing is all you get to know is that she tricked Alan into coming on this. That was really good. That little thing Barry did. Just 2 flashbangs in the back of someone's van. That's good, I guess. It wasn't a police van, it was just a regular person's van. Yeah, like the head torch isn't giving off much light. I think it'd be cool if the enemies actually did that. Having 3 of us is neat. I'm gonna throw a flashbang at him. Wait, it made him like do a little bounce in the air. Fuck it. Actually, fuck it. Ooh. That killed both of them. Damn, that killed both of them. I was not expecting that. That was impressive by that flare. I was not expecting it to... Say that the flashbang at that guy's feet did like nothing.
I'll need a while to prep for takeoff.
Oh, of course you will.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
Yeah, of course you need a while. I'm sure all these explosive barrels and random flashbangs and shotgun. They've given me loads of hunting rifle ammo, which is strange because they haven't given me the ability to pick up a hunting rifle. And like, you know, obviously the helicopter's gonna crash or something, right? And then it's gonna start me off with nothing again. So it's just kind of weird that they give me so much stuff. Well, also they gave me that hunting rifle ammo with no hunting rifle. Is it birds or is it enemies? Or is it both? Darkness realism when it's getting away here. Whoa.
Get ready, I'll hold them off.
Boop. Ah! Oh, I didn't mean to fire that. I mean, it'll kill both of them, but that's not what I'm meant to do. Whoops. I think I'd be better at not doing that after I literally just did it. Ah! The little guys are the fuckers you gotta watch out for. I like that it's not throwing like darkness infused shit at me, it's just literally throwing. It's picking it up and then just hurling regular stuff at me. Ooh, coffee thermos. Oh. Flashbang! No, I want to throw a flashbang. Can you tell I'm panicking? I don't want to die. This game makes you actively not want to die with how bad its checkpointing is. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or not. Ah, it's making me blind because of this. Whee! Surely you could just throw one of these at the... Surely you just throw one of these at the thing. Ooh. There's one of them. Is there another one? Nope. The little, like, him getting deafened effect is nice as well. I assume a flashbang would actually do that. And then they go like, chee, and they make like that ringing noise in Call of Duty. But I don't know what a flashbang going off in real life is like. We're leaving.
Just get me to Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
It's not like you have any other options, like, you know. It's not like the particular options you have of where to go is kind of limited.
I hope you know how to deal with this, Wake. I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right, the city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
I don't like that.
This?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river.
The fact they just gave her like
I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
yeah, the fact that she just like had it. Oh, you know, it's this touching moment with her and Wade.
Hold on!
Shouldn't the light from that burn the crows? Or is that what they were going for with that cutscene? Yeah, look, he's just back to his normal flashlight. No pistol. Regular flashlight, no pistol. Didn't keep any of the shit that you just picked up. That would be smart. Again, do kind of like that it's structureless. It's actually, hilariously, it's structured a little bit like a sitcom. You know the thing sitcoms do where they always have to like reset a sitcom, right? So that anyone can watch it at the end of every episode. That's kind of what this game does, where Alan has to be reset at the end of every, not even at the end of every episode, at the end of like the half, if you assume we're halfway through. Yeah, probably more than that. But Alan like has to reset. I'm guessing I need to shoot that. Thermos. How are we doing for thermoses actually? I might check. Let's have a look. Statistics. Kills a revolver. Manuscript page found. 68 out of 100. That's not terrible. It means we've missed quite a few, but if assume we found like another 12.
Do something about the chain.
Yeah.
The door to open.
You're gonna shoot the chain, even though that's, you know, not how that would work. Holy crap! That's some quite tough enemies. Oh wait, when this gate opens, is there gonna be loads of light spilling out of it? Let me in. They just despawn. That's really stupid that they just despawn. They flashbangs? No. This is the old abandoned power plant, I guess. Oh no, I'm a little bit further away. Shotgun again. Surprised they don't give you the hunting rifle here to say that. Like you had the shotgun for the entirety of the last thing. All those tight corridors and stuff. The platforming I find really odd. Oh, not radio.
And here's a new song from a band that the owners were.
Ah!
Here's Poets of the Fall and their latest single, War.
I wonder if this is a real song. This music does not fit what's happening. Boom. I'll tell you what, these last few episodes, the combat in them has been way more fun. It's that old adage of like giving you more tools, it's just more fun, right? Like in a video game, it's just actively more fun to have like multiple ways to deal with a problem. Ah, fuck it. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's going to take me all the way back, isn't it? Yeah. To be fair, this time I can...
And here's a new song from a band that...
Kind of... Okay, I thought it was stuck in stuff. Oh! I am really interested to see what the like gameplay enhancements they do make for the second one is going to be. And obviously, like the light burn thing is like this game's mechanic. You know, you can't have a second one of these games and not have that as a core mechanic, or at least you've got to have it as like a core mechanic for Alan, right? If you've got two protagonists, one of them has to at least. We're gonna run. We're gonna juke them. Then we're gonna shoot that, and then push them back into it. Use it to kill one of them. 3, 4. My cat just scared the hell out of me on my bed. Like behind me. He got hit by like one pellet and died. Well, I'm necessarily complaining because that was getting dicey. So interesting thing, right? All of these songs must have been properly licensed, because almost every time I have any of them in any of these videos, YouTube tells me that the video has been copyright hit. Which is interesting, right? Like, it's pretty interesting that like every single one of these songs, even the one from Alan Wake,
but I had to find a way across.
Even the one from this game is thingy by copyright. So interestingly, I would imagine like people that actually stream this game, like on Twitch or something, will just get like hit by copyright constantly, which is like crazy. The Old Gods of Asgard one, to be fair to them, it said that the music was copyrighted, but they would take no issue with it. So I assume that's just for if you upload the song and try and make money out of. That's a neat mechanic. There's no way for me to crouch, so I can't crouch under that. The fact that they're weak to electricity is weird. Can I shoot these? No. Okay. No. Oh, that was a turn the light on, not a turn off the electricity like I expected it to be. I assume at some point I'll turn off the electricity. It's not like you can like super push them back. Ah, just get away. They take so long to go off. That was my bad. That was me being terrible. The little guys are such fuckers. I actually want to do this. And I was hoping it would push them back into the electricity, but it doesn't. Like, this just takes so long. It's not like there's any gameplay to it. I mean, I guess there is when, like... there's like a little enemy coming for me, right? This guy. These guys do a lot of damage, but they die in like one shot or two shots from the pistol. But they're risky because like big guys like this, I have less ways of dealing with. Yeah, I have to burn them first, so I can't burn the other ones. An interesting gameplay dynamic, but it does then lead to just, oh, I need to fire 6 shots at this guy. You know, I don't know how you make the gun play better for the second game, but again, we'll see. You know, I'm interested to see.
Making her way through the water pipe alone, Cynthia was angry at the writer. Foolish young man, taking unnecessary risks. And the way he broke the rules. Didn't he understand what was at stake? Since the terrible days in the 70s, she hadn't wavered once, as hard as it had been. She was tired of protecting the town all these long years, and now only wanted to rest.
What rules? What does he mean? Does she mean sticking to the story? Like, is this thing where if you break the story, then they're not bound by it? Like, as long as Alan's also following the story, the darkness has to follow it, but if he stops following the story, then the darkness doesn't have to follow it, kind of thing. Or like maybe you're not allowed to rewrite it once it's been written or something. This is a flashbang moment if I've ever seen one. Oh, that was a me getting electrocuted moment if I've ever seen one, like an idiot. Glad it only made me go back to here. And we can just go straight over. Whee! I can already see him going in his pocket to block the flashbang. I saw a thing. Wait, where is it? Oh, it wasn't, it was that. Oh god. We're gonna actually pull out 2 flares. I don't know if it burns them quicker. I think it does. But this is I need one of them dead now, because I need to turn and focus on the other one. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's there. It taking just more than 6 is like a cool consideration I have to make every time I kill one of those. But it's only cool when there's other enemies around. When it's just like that, it's not a cool consideration because, ooh, there's a page up there. Yeah, it's not like a neat thing I have to think about because, you know. Can I press it and then jump on it? Oh, there's literally a thing to control on it. Yeah, it's not any consideration in a situation like that because it's just I reload 2 of the shots and then fire them. Cans!
The story I had written in the cabin had come true. Touched by the dark presence, I had written a horror story, but the end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in
there's only 1 page left.
Study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice.
I mean, that's a pretty obvious sort of solution to the problem he's facing, right? He's written a story where everything's fucked. What if he just writes an ending where it's not? I'm going to assume that doesn't work. Again, there's an Alan Wake 2. There's DLC for this game. I'm going to assume his plan doesn't quite work the way he wants to. If I remember right, it has like a bittersweet ending where obviously, you know, he saves Alice but is doomed. You know, it's that kind of ending.
Children of the Elder God lyrics by Old Gods of Asgard. The first verse and chorus. Warriors.
We're not going to listen to those. We're not going to listen to Alan read out the lyrics to Children of the Elder Gods, a song we've already heard. That was the Ozzy Osbourne song that was playing. I've also... Ooh. I've also, in the days since I played through that episode, actually listened to their music because it's actually pretty good. Yay, yeah, we're gonna turn the thing, and then there's a lot of enemies gonna appear while this is turning. Right, where are you? Or is there gonna be loads of enemies on it when it finishes turning? One of those two things is going to happen. This is an awfully long time for me to have to wait. Also, they flew off, but like the birds stopped. Oh, there we go. The birds flew off. They could have just stayed here, right?
What birds?
Up. Speak of the devil. Ah, Jesus Christ. That's a good point. Was I supposed to stop the... What did I just take damage from? What the fuck? That's bullshit. I improved the, some keen-eyed viewers may notice I, watch all these. I improved the frame rate of these since the first episode. Substantially. But to put it in perspective, the other thing I record is Digimon, a game which does not need that improved frame rate, and has less graphics and stuff. Therefore, it takes a lot less time to render. This game takes an obscene amount of time for my computer to render it. Somehow my computer renders the video of this slower than it plays the actual game. Which I don't understand how that works. I don't get how it can render a game slower than it can play said game. Oh, another episode of Night Springs.
Are we men dreaming of being butterflies, or butterflies that dream of being men?
I've never had a dream of being a
Such
butterfly.
philosophical concerns are by necessity abstract. And yet, some of us can find concrete proof of the nature of our existence.
This one sounds like it. This sounds like a good concept for an episode of Night Springs.
An absence of creativity.
Hello, Martha. What did you want to show me?
Oh, Lydia, thank God you're here. Please, it's in the basement.
I love that all these are like actually recorded. I'd love to see the actual footage of this. Assuming they still own it.
That's amazing. Isn't it just? I found it here this morning.
It's like it isn't there, but oh, I can't look straight at it.
Yes. I'm sorry.
What the hell?
How did you get here?
Well, I'm trying to work.
Did you put this thing here?
In a way. To be more precise, I put everything here but that.
Really? But what is it?
Oh, I guess the temptation is to call it a hole, but it's really an absence, a profound lack.
It's meant to be God.
In Martha's basement?
Yes, I was doing so well, too. I came up with two old ladies and put something really weird in the basement. It was a great start. I'm completely blocked now. I can't imagine what I was up to.
Well, surely it's just an ordinary basement.
Is it? Why did you call your friend here, then?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, well.
Couldn't you just ignore it?
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. It would probably turn into a plot hole. Might be one already. Could sink the whole enterprise.
Oh my.
Listen, ladies, not to be rude, but I'm really not at all sure where I'm going with this, and you're just not helping. You should just go back upstairs for a cup of coffee while I try to figure out what I'm up to.
If you think that's best.
Maybe I should just stop here. Or is that too moronic?
Is that too moronic? Indeed. Who can tell? It's a fine line between the stupid the sublime.
In Night Springs. Those are so dumb. Like that one. That one works as well because it's basically the plot of this game, right? Like,
We managed to lose the flock. You're almost at the power plant. Keep going. I'll give you support.
I think mechanically these last few episodes have been the strongest episodes. I think stuff like this is a neat mechanic. Like, it's a neat way to have like Alan get support. Like here, they're gonna use the big fucking flashlight on the thing to burn, which is cool. Same way, like having a teammate before was actually kind of neat. I pressed the button. I mean, obviously didn't press it quick enough. Two. 1, 2, 3. 1. Boom. Taking hits like that is bad because you don't recover past half. And some of the enemies deal more than half your HP in damage, so taking half is a lot. The empty spaces they put in this game are impressive. It's the kind of craft that a lot of games don't do nowadays. I've said this before, but like it feels like you're in the outskirts of like a wooded, like not wooded, but like a, you know, it feels like you're in something like a national park. The paths are here for you to walk down, but you know, there are places you can walk that aren't on the path. You know, if you go to your local park and try and walk through it, you can walk through the paths, but you can also... Jesus Christ, there's a lot of enemies. Die. 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 V. A little bit of a Simpsons German jokes for you that. I'm out of ammo, except for this, which didn't kill it. I don't have a way to deal with this anymore, except for running away. And I'm not joking, I'm not wasting a flashbang on this thing. Not a flashbang, I'm not basically wasting a flare on this thing. Ah, I'll use that kind of flare on it. The birds are back. Get to the thing. Ah, you fuckers. The birds are so annoying because they just don't do any damage. This guy's still coming. Two flashbangs and a flare gun shot, but no pistol ammo. Ah, there we go. Heal, leave that guy. I still need revolver ammo. There we go. It's only 12 shots. If a lot of enemies appear, we'll just flare gun them. Right, we got 5 flare gun shots. I definitely should have used the flare gun in that previous encounter. By the time I'd realized quite how many enemies there were. I want to get to like the top of the hill past this guy. Whoop. And then flip around. Boom. Easy. Flash burn that guy. I literally cannot see him because of the flare. Hey, see, that's the kind of efficiency you want with your gun in Night
the logo on
Springs.
the power plant sign. I'd seen a version of it painted all over the area, signifying hidden caches of supplies.
Can I pick that up through the wall? I can't. Is that to go around? Interesting. Safe haven. That's nice, but I want to get this. I want to get this manuscript page. How do I get to it? You can't just put a manuscript page in plain view and not let me get it. How do I get to it? Huh? I'm gonna guess I'm gonna try go through here. It's gonna be locked, right? Oh, it's not.
Right there!
Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it!
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
About time. Young man, I've been waiting a very long time for you. It's in the well-lit room.
Excuse me?
What's in the well-lit room?
What you need to drive the darkness back. The well-lit room is at the dam. I built the room to keep it safe.
Interesting.
Will it help me find Alice? Will it get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
We won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking the rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, No, I have a secret route. A lit route. An old water pipe. Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Okay, interesting. Do you have any copies of my book? No? You have a copy of Mum's Survival Guide, which is cute as hell. You got lots of multiple copies of different books, but no copy of my book. No copies of. I thought that was thingy. What is that called? The Within Side. Interesting. Yeah, you're
Let
not
me
gonna.
guess. You want me to do it?
Young man, you're
How to
the
Catch
one
the
who likes to break
Dopefish.
the rules.
Farewell to Sanity.
I can't be outside in the dark.
Another copy of the same
Kill
book.
switch is outside.
Thanks. Well, I'll see you. Wait, outside where? Oh, you want me to go this way? Okay. Open this gate. There we go. And then I'm guessing you go round. Now let me pull this switch. No. I assume she's gonna shut this gate behind me, right? Let me go around. As a gimmick, I don't really like the whole I was able to see that before coming round, because it's just kind of annoying. You know what? We've got so many flares. Rather than using 4 shots on each of these guys, either on both these guys, we're going to just fire one of those. We're getting really close to the end. The Poet and the Muse lyrics. 4?
The Poet and the Muse, lyrics by Old Gods of Asgard, the chorus. And now to see your love set.
We listened to that song at the end of the last episode. We're not sitting here and listening to it. Read them. I feel like early on the pages were a lot of not misdirection. Some of them were misdirection actually. Wait. We're just gonna run past this guy because I just fired 2 shots at him and then realized that I don't have 8 shots to shoot at him. Whoa. See, they give you this lightning like you can use it, but it's not like they run at you. You know, they show you in that original bit that you can like trick them into... maybe with this one you actually could when it charged. Oh, fuck it. Flashbang. They must have like a health value.
To the transformer yard. I was willing to do grunt work for her to get her to help me. I hoped Weaver was dependable. I'd stumbled into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades.
Surely, He says I'd be willing to do grunt work for
I could
this.
see the kill switch that would cut the power to the
It's hardly
transformer yard. Now
Doing
I had to
grunt.
find a way
Oh,
to
this
reach it.
looks like a... Yeah, this looks like a puzzle. So that'll let me get to there. Is it like a... Okay, so that one opens 1 and 3. 1 and 2. This one... No, this one does 1 and 2. This one does, let me guess, 2 and 3. And this one does... all 3. Okay. Wait, that means I just need to press this one. Easy. He says, having accidentally stumbled into the solution. Not that the actual solution would have taken me long, but... Keep the lights on. By the way, she's like, keep the lights on. And we're coming here to, like, turn the lights off.
Who designs these things?
Yeah, we need to run Wake instead of just chat shit, because I don't think I was supposed to do that. Oh, I see, they're gonna like open and close.
The transformer yard went dark and dead. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be good to go.
Hey. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know, it's kind of dark now, Wake. You should probably be heading back. Wait, that means we've missed 3 pages. That seems like a lot. Unless we're gonna go to the pipe. Ah, flashback. Fuck, I wasted that shot. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the whole like flashbangs not killing big enemies. It kind of makes sense, I guess. It'd be a bit powerful if they did just kill large enemies. I heard them. I heard the guy with the... There he is. Fuck you. Fuck you. That was pretty sick. The slowdown looks so cool. Like, I'm never gonna stop thinking that the slowdown in this game looks cool. It just does with the lighting effects and stuff. Oh wait, that's not all of them. That's not good. Ooh, that looks bad. 1, 2, 3. I don't have any ammo. What am I meant to do here with no ammo? I guess I'm meant to trick him into running into this. Or flashbang him. Oops, that wasn't flashbang, that was a flare. Fuck you! That better be the end. Because that's all I got. Couldn't I have just run up here and pulled this lever, actually, and left? I suppose this would have taken a bit of time to open. So probably not. I'm gonna assume I didn't miss 3 pages. How long has she been living here? If this is an old power plant.
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, the pipe's empty now. We're ready to go.
Is this always here?
This way. We need to go. I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such a beautiful man. I was jealous. There was
That's
a part of
fucked
me
up.
that was maybe a little glad when she had the accident.
That's fucked up.
And then Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. The witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous.
Oh.
And afterward, no
That
one...
explains why. Yeah,
Oh.
someone mentioned earlier in the
He
thing.
left only one thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance. He trusted me. Or perhaps used me a little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him.
I
I
curse you,
built a
Thomas.
well-lit room and put it there. It's been waiting for you. We are characters trapped in a story you have
Eight
written,
shot.
and none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll
okay.
twist the story to her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, in television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with light. The darkness stays with you. Gives us stay.
Alan, you could have helped her turn the thing.
This pipe will take us directly to the well-lit room.
Okay, I need to call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Hello? Al!
Barry, we're headed to the dam in one of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
It's Sarah now?
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Barry! We gotta go see if they're okay.
They're probably dead. You must reach the well-lit room. This is no time to be a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend.
Well, be a fool. I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
At least I didn't have to worry about her. She knew how to stay safe.
I do like that. I like that the wig doesn't just abandon Barry and to a lesser extent the sheriff. You know, he does go and help them. Despite the fact that, you know, assuming he wrote a story, he wrote into the story that they couldn't die. They can't die, but you know, pedantry. That's what that is.
Sarah was almost starting to relax. Maybe they could turn this into a win yet. Suddenly, there was a piercing sound, like a table saw gone wild, as 100 birds made out of shadows swarmed into the rotor. The chopper bucked wildly and the board lit up, telling her what she already knew. They were going down. Barry Wheeler screamed next to her.
You know, that's fair. I mean, to be fair, when they first got in the helicopter, I did say, why don't they just do this? You know, it's fairly obvious. They went for the obvious thing. Would be neat. It'd be if that flare was like very obviously burning down, and you only had a limited amount of time to get there. I say that'd be cool. It probably wouldn't be. They keep giving me loads of ammo, which makes me think that there's going to be a lot of enemies, but there doesn't seem to be any. I've actually burnt that bird all the way down. I reckon this is going to be one of their nightmare mode ones. I don't think it's a base manuscript page. And I was correct.
Children of the Elder God lyrics by Old Gods of Asgard. The second verse and chorus. Scratching hag, you can rake your claws.
Yeah, again, we're not gonna read all that. If you want, you can pause the video and read it. You know, as cool as the fact that they wrote these songs for the game is, it's a bit too much reading for, you know, something that isn't happening in the plot. I'm gonna burn out the birds, even though there's not really much point. I assume they're gonna just keep sending more birds at me until I get to the end. This is to be terrifying walking along this floor. We might actually get all of the pages in this episode. But this episode has been incredibly linear. This has probably been the most linear episode of that wasn't episode 1. Whoopsie, and look where I was going. Yeah, other than episode 1, this has been by far the most linear episode. Which is weird. This seems like it's... I was gonna say it's like the action episode. Last episode was more action-based. This one's been like... It hasn't even been plot-heavy. This is like the mandated, hey, you need to actually do something. What the hell is happening to that rock? It's like doing the...
Sheriff Breaker! Sarah!
The crash site looked bad, but as far as I could tell, the wreck was empty.
That's good. Yeah, that makes it seem like if the next episode is supposed to be us going to the dam, that is what I remember. Surely they would have used these flares and not just left them on the ground. Like, unless these are flares that have like dropped out of the pack, I guess. Yeah, that means that it probably is what I remember, and you're supposed to go to the well-lit room.
Barry! Barry!
Right there.
Over here! Hang in there, I'm coming!
She just keeps yelling, stay back. Yeah, the flare gun. This is why we saved some shots. I need you to die so that she'll stop just saying the same shit over and over again.
Make an entrance, Wake. We were ready to make like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I have a different ending in mind.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I knew you'd be all right.
How's that?
The flaming eye of Mordor?
Laugh it up, funny man. Didn't we have somewhere to go?
Weaver will meet us at the dam.
I like the way he's working as a team now. He's not just like running off by himself. Maybe there's a decent amount left. There's already a hunting. If there's a hunting rifle up here, there can't be a decent amount left because we only got one more page to find. It's a good estimate of how long is left in a single episode of this game. Is how many of the things have you picked up? If you've picked up a lot of them, then there can't be much left. I really like
You see those lights?
Barry.
That's the elevator we need to take.
I know we're gonna regret this.
Yeah, we're gonna regret walking through the woods. We don't really have a choice here, do we? Is it just these two? Oh, these are the speed guys.
Oh crap, there's more than one of them!
Nothing moves like that. It's impossible.
Al! Do something!
I am doing something.
He's too fast. I can't get a shot.
There! No, there! Al, they're all over the place!
I find it really weird how not freaked out. How like, yeah, how like not freaked out Alan was when he first encountered most of them.
Wait, this is bad. This is really bad. Watch out. He ducked into cover.
Shut up, Jesus.
Right there.
Jesus Christ.
I see you. Get ready, Wake.
She shotgunned him and it knocked him back away from my hunting rifle shot.
Was that it? Are we safe?
That
Yep.
was... Wow. I think we're okay.
Oh, man. Hey, Al, I got a bad feeling.
Let's keep our eyes open. Wake, call the elevator. I'm keeping watch.
I think I hear something moving around.
There should be a last manuscript page up here, right? Like, it's probably in the elevator. Or something. Okay. Right, there's not much left. Could you, like, hold them off then? Again, boom. I know that this is the end, so...
The slowest elevator in the world.
Barry is here. It is pretty slow, to be fair, but...
It's almost here. Just hold on.
I quite like proactively using the flares, you might notice, because they basically keep the enemies from getting near. Which in a game where you can't like heal on the fly, not taking damage is fairly important. Oh, she's got no thingy. 1, 2, 1, 2. What do you mean get in the elevator? You never even fucking told me it was here, you bastards.
Al, hit the button.
Also, one of you could have hit the button. Like, I didn't have to do it. This is fun, isn't it?
We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wake?
Oh, maybe it's the opposite
Weaver's
then.
crazy, but she's got something Zane left behind.
Maybe it's you have to go from the dam to the lake.
Gee, could you be a little more vague?
Thomas Zane? Seriously? Might as well be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
That's interesting that he wrote himself out of the town, so like some townspeople remember him, but most of them don't. Because there's been people that have mentioned Thomas Zane. And they've been like, oh, if he was famous, how come no one's ever heard of him?
Okay, Wake. There's a button over there that opens the door.
I'm guessing it means that button. Right, so... I can't believe I've not found a manuscript page. For ages. Like this bit. Well, this bit doesn't need to exist. There's nothing back here. This is where I was gonna say, this is where I go around the corner and there's like something around here. The fact that their lights uncover it is it's just cool.
I think something's broken. Hold the button down so we can get in.
Oh yeah, this is gonna definitely end well. You saw that one come in.
What's going on? We can get to the dam through here. What's happening out there?
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, wait. Good luck.
The top of where?
Please be careful. I'll take good care of Barry, Wake. You just look after yourself.
What does he mean, the top of the dam? Oh, that's gonna... I see.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ah! Fucking hate these things. Because it's never them flying at you that hits you.
Oh, jeez, I hate this.
It's never them actually like flying at you that hits you.
There's a button over there that opens the door.
At least here I can just hold the button and they'll walk through, right?
I think something's broken. Hold the button down so we can get in.
One of you could have done this. It's always got to be Alan that does shit. Knowing what's gonna happen. 3, 2, 1.
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, Wake. Good luck. Don't get yourself killed. Please be careful. I'll take good care of Barry, Wake. You just look after yourself.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I don't like these inanimate objects throwing. Like, again, like, it's a cool gimmick, but it's the fact that even if you dodge them, they then just retain regular physics. Which means they can just, like, bounce and hit you at random. And because the dodge doesn't have any invincibility on it, there's, like, no way to actually dodge. I wasn't expecting... Oh, there it is. There's the last page.
Thomas Zane knew he had to remove all that had made this horror possible, including himself. That was the only way to banish the dark presence he had unleashed and now looked at him through the eyes of his dead love. But he also knew that despite his best efforts, it might someday return. So even as he wrote himself and his work out of existence, he added a loophole as insurance, an exception to the rule. Anything of his stored in a shoebox would remain.
Interesting. In a shoebox or this shoebox? My cat just brushed past me. She's really good at brushing like past me at the exact moment that would scare the hell out of me. Yeah, I can remember if it was you had to go from the town to the dam, or if it was like from the dam to the town, but I guess it's from the dam to the town. Bloody hell, there's a lot of birds. I do really want to get this game finished. Not because I'm not enjoying playing it. I am enjoying playing it. But mostly because I'm intrigued to see. I'm intrigued to remember how it ends. I think we probably will play through the DLC, to be honest. I don't remember them being very long. And the DLC I like super remember nothing about.
I was ridiculously outnumbered. The searchlight could even the odds.
Glad it said that. Yeah, the searchlight could especially even the odds if they just stand there and let me hit you with them. I think that's like a tutorial. Uh-oh. Then why are they just stood there? Like, why are none of them walking towards me? There's something broken in the AI. That they're not like aggroing. I think they're supposed to like slowly walk towards you. That guy's like actually stuck. Yeah, there we go. When I got off it, he started walking towards me. What's that dot? It's gonna be like is it ambient occlusion?
Enough. You will go no further.
Fucking hell. You actually just helped me. This is like the start of the game. A lot of infrastructural damage. Oh god. A lot of infrastructural damage done to the town here. Thanks to Wade. Fucking hell. Vermis. Run away. I would say I'd be terrified there. I don't know if I'd be able to make that jump, but I mean, in that situation, I guess you don't really have a choice. Oh look, one of you press the button this time. Can I shoot the gun?
Well done. I'm glad I was wrong. It was a foolish chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years now. There is no shadow in the well-lit room. The power is fail-safe, and all the bulbs are numbered and changed regularly based on their make and model.
Right.
Don't act like she's crazy, Barry. We're literally getting attacked by shadow monsters, and she's like, "Oh, it'll be fine." How did she set this up? That's the question I want to ask. This dam surely is actually.
Base at Raincoat Point, north of here. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. It's my place now.
Why has no one come in here? Like, I get that rooms like this can exist and no one can go in it for years, but no one's come in here for like decades. She said. Like, how? How was no one? How did you get the? We're not gonna question it.
Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late, and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
Why is the shoebox open?
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence, in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Does that imply that Thomas Zane is his father? I like this song. This is good. Oh yeah. I get to just sit here and listen to this, because I don't have to worry about copyright claims. Wait, I've listened to this song. Oh, this is the song that played in the episode when I was fighting those enemies. The one that I said sounded really good and I liked it while I was fighting the enemy. Definitely put this on my Spotify playlist.
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no
Anyway, I was going to watch more of that because I'm actually really interested, but we're not doing that now. We'll be doing that. Yeah, we got to go to Cauldron Lake. So next episode, from what I remember, the layout of it is you start off at the dam. It's the middle of the night, obviously. I don't remember if you stay there all night. No, you don't, because you go there at night. I'm pretty sure you just go straight there. And you go straight. You have to basically drive to Cauldron Lake, and it's up to you how you do it If I remember right, it's like a free roam bit. You can just drive straight there. I think there's an achievement for getting there within half an hour. I'll have a look. And yeah, then that's it. I think episode 6 is called The Diver or something. Let's have a look. Departure. It's the name of his book. It's the name of his new book. Oh, there's actually not that many pages. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 10 pages. To put in perspective, this one had not that many and had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This one had 15. And this one felt like it didn't have as many. Departure has 10. Obviously, it has the last cutscene. It has the last page, which, interestingly, the very last page of the game, you can't get unless you're in the harder mode. In fact, I remember playing this through on normal mode when I played this when I was younger, and thinking, the last episode has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 6 pages that you can that you get in normal mode. 4 of the and these are the final pages. 4 of the final pages you just can't get if you don't play it on the hard difficulty. Nightmare mode is probably whatever the last thing he writes is. I would assume. That's why you can't get it on the first playthrough, is because this will be whatever the last page he writes is. Because it's assumed you'd be playing Nightmare difficulty on your second playthrough. They just changed it for the remaster, so you didn't have to do that. In case you were like me and you'd already played the game before. But I don't remember the ending, so be interesting for me and for you. This has been very good. I just want to find out what the name of that song is, because I kind of want to add it to my playlist. Poets of the Fall War. Okay, it's good to know. But yeah, thanks for joining. I'm probably gonna record the second episode of this pretty soon. The last episode is pretty soon, because that was really good. I always enjoy this. This one's always one of my favorite things to record. It's like this and Digimon. I say one of my favorite things. There's like this, Digimon, and Signalis. They've been the only things that I've like actually recorded more than one episode of. Because the other games just haven't really taken my fancy as things to record, and I've enjoyed all 3, and that's why you can tell that I actually record them. Although I am gonna do more Volcano Princess, even though I don't think anyone will ever watch it, but it's a cool game, so I may as well record me playing it. Potionomics, I'm just probably gonna play more, not recording, because it's not a very interesting game to record. And once this is done, little tidbit for anyone that's watching this and cares, I'll be playing a little game called Pathologic 2, a game that drives me insane, and I've tried to play once before, but we'll get more into that when I play it. Thank you for joining me for this one. I hope to see you next time for the final episode of Alan Wake. God, the FBI agent's dead. I assume he's dead. We didn't even fight him as a boss. Actually, now I think about it, usually when the creature when someone goes missing or something, they appear as a boss later in the episode. He just didn't. He didn't even appear at like the church or anything. Maybe he isn't dead, or maybe he'll be in this episode. I guess we killed Hartman, right? Yeah, we killed Hartman actually. Huh? That's really interesting. Yeah, we never killed the FBI agent. He just got pulled off by the darkness and killed by the darkness. Maybe that's showing that the darkness is stronger. It's just straight up murdering people now. It doesn't need to do it through other means. It's just killing people. But yeah, that bit at the end, really interesting, where it says implies as well that Thomas Zane like fucked with Alan. He basically wrote into his thing that Alan would have a way to fight the darkness, but that would imply that he knew Alan was going to come here, which implied that he saw the future, which I hope they explain that more, because this game I don't think particularly deals with there was one episode of Night Springs that dealt with the idea of free will being taken away from you, but this game doesn't really handle like what happens if someone writes something and it's not good for you, like, you know, free will exists. You can choose to do something or you can choose not to do something. This game implies that it doesn't, that someone like Alan Wake can write over your destiny and then you lose all your free will. So, you know, that's weird. So I kind of hope they get thinking that, because otherwise that would imply that if Zane wrote into the story that Alan would have this thing that he'd need to save himself and his wife, that would imply that Thomas Zane knew Alan was going to be a writer, that he was going to get writer's block, he was going to come to Cauldron Lake, and he was going to use the clicker to save his wife, which means he'd also know that he was going to get married. He's going to know a lot of things about Alan's life. He wrote, for example, that Alan didn't know his father. The only way you'd know that is if you assume that Alan's father's dead and not like a, you know, like a deadbeat dad. Like, you know, if you just assume that Alan's father's dead from the way they talked about him, then it implies that he died. Unless Alan's like Tidus from from Final Fantasy X, he just doesn't exist. Sorry if you've not played Final Fantasy X. But yeah, maybe it's one of those things where Alan's actually a construct of Alex Zane. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. He's probably not. That would be a wild plot twist, but I highly doubt. Anyway, thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next time for the final part of Alan Wake. It's been a good one. It's been one hell of a ride. Hope you join me for the last part.